Corn tortillas, bacon from corn tortillas. Don't get mad at me. I know I said corn in the title, but really, corn tortillas are from corn. Now let me tell you a story really quick. Why? So last week I wanted to make a sandwich with like a bacon flavor in it. Commonly I would do rice paper bacon, but I didn't have any rice paper. It was out. I've made way too many rice paper things and I need to go to the store and replenish that. I have to put that on my list. And I also didn't have daikon, which is like my go-to. It's what I wrote in the book. I love making daikon bacon. It's one of my favorites. And I tried to think, what do I have in the house that could resemble bacon? I thought maybe I could make some like TVP bacon. But then I looked through the fridge and found some corn tortillas. So why not make corn tortilla bacon? The corn tortilla bacon actually came out really good, but I thought there was probably some ways to improve it. But first, let me show you how I made that. It was really simple. All I did was follow the recipe that was in my book, Making Vegan Meat, the Plant-Based Food Science Cookbook. It's available on Amazon now, go buy it. Which is just some soy sauce, olive oil, maple syrup, garlic powder, liquid smoke, smoked paprika, MSG, and some nutritional yeast. Once the broth is done, you just taste it and make sure you have the bacon flavor right. All I did then was slice up a few tortilla slices into bacon strips, saved the ends, because who needs those, and then just marinated these strips for like 10 minutes.
Now all we need to do is just get a pan ready with some olive oil on kind of like a low heat. Go ahead and throw the strips in the olive oil once the pan's warmed up, and kind of like you're gonna be turning them continuously until they're brown and almost crispy. You wanna make sure that there's enough olive oil in the pan to give them that crisp, but not enough to where these just kind of soak it all up.
And then here it is, really quick, really simple, corn tortilla bacon. There's a little bit of a crunch, there's a little bit of a chew. It has a lot of the consistencies that you would want in a plant-based bacon. And honestly, it has a really nice flavor. So if you're just looking for something quick and simple to throw in a sandwich, you could be done here. This is good, it's really good. But like I said, I thought I could possibly make it better. So let's get moving on that. So to make this better, I figured we can make the tortillas from scratch and impart the flavor directly into the tortilla. So we're gonna start with a half of a cup of white masa. That's like white corn flour, it's ground flour. Now this is instant masa, it's gonna make it a heck of a lot easier. Into the masa, we're just gonna add some MSG, and we need about a third cup of liquid for the half cup of masa, so I'm gonna start with just a touch of olive oil, and then the rest is gonna be water, but before we go here, I actually forgot. I'm gonna add garlic. I just wanna add a little bit of flavoring in this half of it, because when we mix this in, we wanna make sure that there's flavoring components in each half. Then all we're gonna do is just mix this together until we form a masa dough ball. Now, I know I just messed up. Normally I would have wanted to use maybe slightly warmer water. That would help kind of like hydrate the masa quicker, but that's okay, this is still gonna work. Now, I want this masa to hydrate up really well. This is our dough ball. Now, to do that, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop it in some plastic wrap, and we're just gonna kind of twist this together, just make sure there's no air getting in here. And it's pretty tight. That's gonna help hydrate this masa up. Now, this is instant masa. It's not a step that you would normally have to do. Just wanna make sure this is fully done here. Now, we're gonna make the dark half of it, like the flavor half, the meaty looking half. And that's gonna get a similar treatment with half of a cup of white masa. We're gonna do some smoked paprika, a little more garlic powder, fresh cracked black pepper, then a little beetroot powder to kind of help that color along. Now for the third cup of liquid, we're gonna start with the same thing, a little bit of olive oil. Not much, I don't wanna put a whole lot of olive oil in these tortillas because I think that's going to drastically change the texture. They might not fry or bind together right.
It's always fun when I'm editing these to hear my thoughts because little did I know that that is going to come true.
Also gonna use a decent amount of soy sauce, some liquid smoke, and maple syrup. Now I'm not gonna mix this around by hand like I did the other one. I'm gonna mix this one in with a fork. And I'm consistently forgetting to add things I wanna add, so I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Now let's go ahead and mix this together and hopefully form a pretty solid, dark looking corn tortilla dough ball. I can tell you, it smells like bacon. It's kind of wild. Look at that. I'm gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna wrap up this dark dough ball. Make sure it's really tight and in a warm location. And let's let these hang out for about an hour to hydrate up. We should have some nice formed corn tortilla balls here at the end. While we wait for the dough to hydrate up, let me tell you a little bit about today's sponsor. Bright Cellars matches you with wines from small vineyards curated specifically to your tastes. Now, Monica and I love trying new wines. To me, it's exciting trying something new that I might find that could be something I love. And with hundreds of exclusive wine brands at Bright Cellars, you'll be able to try a lot too. All you need to do is take their quick and simple 7-question quiz. They then gather your taste preferences to deliver you wines you're guaranteed to love. And it's a pretty cool quiz. You don't really need to know anything about wines, it's just asking your basic taste preferences, and it's really neat to see what they come up with, you know, how close it matches your preferences. Today I got Jumble Sail Merlot, Rising Tail Cabernet Sauvignon, Stone Lantern Red Blend, Western Cape Malbec, this Dreamlet white wine, and Colorfast Sauvignon Blanc. And each box comes with these education cards for each bottle that has tasting notes, suggested pairings, best serving temperatures, and origin. I think for today's video I'm gonna go with the Colorfast. I think that's gonna pair pretty well with bacon. Vegan bacon. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. So Bright Cellars is giving my followers, you, 50% off your first 6-bottle box. That's 6 bottles for just $55. So gang, click the link below, take the wine quiz, and get started enjoying new wines today. I know you're going to love it. Thanks Bright Cellars for sponsoring today's video and always sending me wines that I love.
Okay, our dough balls have sat and they are ready. We're just gonna unwrap them and make sure you save the plastic wrap. We're gonna be using that again in a little bit. Once they're unwrapped, we just need to cut them into 4 pieces. And then we're just going to place them together in alternating patterns. So dark white, dark white, dark white. Then once we have them in the alternating patterns, we're just gonna place the plastic wrap on the top and bottom, and we're gonna use that to press these together. And we're gonna try to press them pretty thin. Now, here is where I messed up. At this point, I should have made them thinner, but I went ahead and I squared them off. Now I'm gonna save all of that extra dough. We're gonna use that here in a little bit. Once we have them squared off, I'm just gonna cut them into bacon strips. I'm gonna get a pan ready with some olive oil. And again, this was probably a mistake. I might have used too much olive oil here. And then we're gonna get that over a medium-ish heat. Throw these in the pan to cook up, and you can see that they're kind of starting to disintegrate. What I said earlier about having the oil in the mixture actually came true. The oil kind of stopped the corn from binding together and creating like a solid tortilla sheet, but that also happens because these are a little bit too thick.
So normally at this point in the video, I'd probably be going like, oh my God, we got bacon. But unfortunately this was a fail. But I kind of know how to fix it, because I'll tell you, the one thing about these is the flavor is kind of on point. It's just the texture was way off. I'm going to roll these thinner. I'm not gonna use any oil in the pan. I'm just gonna keep the pan nice and hot and see if thinner, just dry toasting these, we'll keep them together and make them an actual piece of bacon. So let's try that. And then here we are, the second version, a little bit thinner, just toasted dried, actually works. I don't know if this is going to, you know, have a strong bacony like the soft spot and hard spot. Here you go, baby. Soft spot or hard spot, but you know, let's see. Cheers.
That has a bacon taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a nice crunch to it.
Yeah, it's a good crunch, like a bacony bread.
Real quick, tell me what do you think about this one? This was like the fail, but I think it actually has a good taste.
No, I like it.
Yeah, not a bad taste.
Not a bad taste. It's a little bacony but subtle, and just a little softer.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. Both of them work though. I think they would both work on a sandwich. Bacon from corn, tortilla. Sorry I fibbed to you in a thumbnail.